Hey everyone, this is Corey Salty Floyd, and this is the Geek Report. Today we're talking about how Shazam might have gotten body slammed, Ryan Reynolds has entered the Billionaire Boys Club, and if you buy a bucket of extra crispy, you can get the brand new Diablo beta. That and more today in the Geek Report. Let's go.
Audio Jungle.
All right, everybody, how you doing? This is Amerime Media. This is the Geek Report. Corey Salty Floyd here, and of course, my co-chair, my co-pilot, the demon of demons, Demon Engine.
The comfortable, most comfortable of demons at the moment.
Yeah, you look cozy.
hmm
How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Excellent.
That is amazing. Well, folks, we don't have a lot of time this week because we got to go to Boston. So let's get straight into it. Now, for you PC gamers out there, the Diablo 4 beta is currently live. The preload is live. It's Get ready to download it now. Of course, Diablo, long time running franchise. It's hitting number 4, and people are literally foaming at the mouth to get at it. Now, Demon, have you played? Or have you ever played Diablo?
Nope.
Now that you have a gaming PC, do you have you considered it?
Yeah, there's a few games I've considered playing. I just mm, need a new controller because
Okay,
playing
fair.
mouse and keyboard isn't for me.
That's fair enough. Now, here's a very funny story that goes to the very next thing about Diablo 4. Get the next one. Now, if you go online and order a 8-piece bucket from your local KFC, you get beta codes for Diablo 4. This is the most randomest.
How much? One, I want chicken. Like I want chicken right now. How much? Is there a KFC around here?
Not to my knowledge. I know we have Popeyes.
Popeye ain't giving up for no fucking beta codes. Son.
They give you big.
Page your Cajun spices.
And it also reminds me, is KFC ever gonna actually put out that video game console that also keeps chicken warm?
I don't know.
I feel like they gotta put out like a couple hundred of them just as like a novelty. It's like, yeah, this plays games, but you're not gonna. Come on, come on, buddy.
I mean, as long as it doesn't mess with the internals of the game, I wouldn't mind my room smell like chicken. Go get me some chicken tendies, get them all cooked up, and just keep them in there for the stream session.
If I recall, Matt Pat from Game Theory said that the heat that the console produces will be what keeps the chicken toasty. But anyway, people are literally fighting online to order a bucket so they can get their beta code. I did. This is a very interesting move. This is okay, KFC. The ball is in your greasy court. Hilarious. Okay, so the upcoming Final Fantasy 16. Apparently, its story mode takes at least 35 hours to complete. In comparison to 15, how long does it take to finish 15? How long was that one?
I don't remember. How long
It's
it
like
took me to finish the whole thing?
just the story mode. I
See,
was just like,
I played it and beat it before everything else came out
oh, okay.
with it. So like, I remember taken like 70 hours to beat it, only because I was interested in doing so much. It
Okay.
was a Final Fantasy game where I didn't have to deal with turn-based combat. I was
Well, I feel like this
thoroughly
is a
pleased.
I feel like this is just around the standard time for one of their games until you start going into like all the extras and hidden bosses and all that.
Yeah, because I can
So,
tell you right now, there was definitely a chunk of that time was because I found that goddamn turtle.
oh god,
Decided, well, I wasn't doing shit else until it was dead.
horrible. But oh well. Okay, so there the Hitman franchise, which is excellent by the way, is gonna have to go on a hiatus so IO Interactive can work on the next James Bond game. I guess. I
I be,
mean,
no one cares about James Bond no more.
and I think
Tony
that
played out. Give us more. Give us more Wick.
what you would you prefer a John
I
Wick's?
I would put, if it's like, yo, we're gonna put fucking Hitman on hiatus for time being and start making some John Wick games. I'd be okay with that. As long as as long as I'm dispensing rounds, or I can do this shit stealthily.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is, if with IO Interactive working on it, I'm gonna make some assumptions that they're gonna take a few pages from the early 2000s of Bond games, like Everything or Nothing, which was like their first foray into third person gaming and like cover shooting and stuff like that.
Hmm.
If they implement that into a James Bond game, I think they'll be okay. Plus, all it would do is just make the next Hitman, whenever it comes out, even greater. Because in Hitman, hell, sometimes you don't even need a gun. Just need imagination. Imagination.
Imagine.
Well, there's a good chance that TikTok might be completely banned in the U.S. if Chinese owners don't divest in the app, which I don't think China's gonna be bowing down. No pun intended. I mean, it's like I feel bad because there's actually some really good folks out there on TikTok, but some of them have already started their transition over to YouTube. So I think they'll be okay. Like Straw Hat Goofy, Luffy, I think he'll be fine. Uh, as well as a few others. But some of the folks who just work off pure impulse of twerking and dancing, there's always World Star.
There's always one star.
Well, especially the twerking. Always with the twerking. Anywho,
I don't know. I don't know. You can go to World Star, but if twerking's all you got, I would say you got some fierce competition over there in World Star.
hey, it be like that sometimes, yo. Ryan Reynolds, who of course was is the owner of the Mint Mobile. Apparently, Mint Mobile's being acquired by T-Mobile for $1.3 billion. Everyone called him crazy years ago when he picked up Mint Mobile. Now my man's getting the last laugh. Can't be upset at that.
How much did he pick up Mint Mobile for?
Just like maybe over 5 or 6 million.
You the profit, my God.
But think about it. He was literally providing a mobile phone service that was only $15 a month.
And
So the come up
big
like
businesses, big businesses saw that and was like, Can't have that. See
Plus,
both
every
ways.
hey, listen, I ain't even mad at it. Ca- A billionaire. I feel like he's
He
gonna
could,
buy
yo,
some.
either buy something stupid, but he take dead ass. He can just retire right now. Stop
He's
acting
just
like
like, he's just like when he goes to do Deadpool 3, they'll be like, "Well, we can't afford that shot. I'll cover it." They're just like, "Well, it's your money, nigga." He's like, "You're right. It is my money."
that.
Meanwhile, Hidden Valley Ranch has released a ice cream, and
Who asked you? Why?
I'm sorry, just like looking at that shit is making me ugh, ugh. I'm pretty sure some folks out there have already done taste tests of it. We get low numbers here. If I get 1,000 likes, just 1,000, I'll try it. And this doesn't just count for our YouTube. This goes for our Instagram, our Facebook Reels, and our TikTok.
Add another
So
500 on there, and I'll try it. I'll hate every second of it, but I'll try.
so now the goal is 1,500, and we'll both try it. Mm, mm. May the odds be forever in your favor. Moving on. Ugh. Looking at that, I need to rinse out my mouth with vodka.
Matt Patton for FNAF has ruined my fucking mind. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, meanwhile, Chuck E. Cheese animatronics run on floppy disks. Okay, where do I start? Okay, kids. Back in the 80s and 90s, storage of memory was extremely finite, and we had to use those. And believe it or not, you'll be lucky if one carries at least 200 megabytes.
I'm curious. Hold on.
What?
This is the highest storage capacity for a phone.
I don't know. No, this is a good question. I just imagine they ran on floppy disks. Good lord. I don't know how many of y'all young folks even know what a floppy disk looks like. I think y'all only know it because it's the save icon on your computer. I feel like that might be the only reason you know what it is. What did you find a result, Demon? Yes? No?
Hold on. It says a typical floppy disk can store up to 1.4 megabytes of data.
I'm sorry, 1.4. Good God. Jeez. 1.4. I'm sorry. I gave them too much credit. Listen, man. Back in the day, that's all we had. Had to make them megabytes work. Next one. All right. So, th- there's going to be a sequel to Ridley Scott's Gladiator. Russell Crowe will be in it, and recently announced so will Denzel Washington. Now, the original Gladiator movie, which is fantastic, Russell Crowe died at the end. So I'm not sure where we're going with this. And now you add in Denzel, so I don't know. Ridley Scott has been directing some very weird. He's making some very weird choices at the end of his career, and I mean, we love Denzel, so we'll check it out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird. Last time Denzel and Russell Crowe worked together, it was a movie called Virtuosity, where Russell Crowe played a cyborg with the memory banks of 100 criminals. One of them being the one behind Denzel's character's wife and daughter's murder. So sorry, just a small tidbit. Okay, so for some reason, because Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise, he's seen the new Flash movie, and he literally called the film's director to praise it. Now, take this with a grain of salt, because you have to remember, Tom Cruise likes to attach himself to planes and fly up into the air, when you could have easily done that entire effect inside of a studio with CGI. Tom Cruise, who also makes sure that in every single movie he's in, there's a scene where he's on a motorcycle. Tom Cruise, Scientology. He ain't all there, but I guess we like what's left. They didn't ask. We have no reply on his thoughts on Ezra Miller.
You just look like an older earbud thought.
No.
You look like an
No.
older earbud thought.
I can't unsee that now.
Enjoy that image. It's free 99.
Better than the other image, and don't you fucking dare.
That was a nice laugh.
Meanwhile, one of my favorite directors, Guillermo del Toro, he's going to be making a Frankenstein movie, and Andrew Garfield is going to be playing a pivotal role. Will he be playing Dr. Frankenstein? More than likely, because I don't know. I just don't see him playing the monster. Either way, I look forward to it.
Yeah, I rather him be Dr. Frankenstein. He needs to come up on meanwhile he needs to come on a career come up.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, him being a monster, nah, that's just gonna be. I feel like it would be just as bad as snap, crackle, and pop.
you had to, didn't you? Just had to. Now, mind you, guys, Guillermo del Toro was also behind the Oscar-winning Shape of Water movie, where if you were a studio exec, you'd kind of want to plant the seeds in Del Toro to keep doing more of the monsters, because technically you could turn Shape of Water into a creature of the Black Lagoon story, and then you have a Frankenstein movie. So you get where I'm going with this, demon.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, you gotta let it happen naturally. Naturally.
You don't look like you got that much time left for it to be happening naturally. I'm just
Nah, Del Toro, he's fine. You can't. Mexicans, he ain't dying at no old age. He'll be fine.
I don't know, They drop it left and right.
He'll be fine. He's good. Now, John Wick 4, which is premiered, it'll be out in all theaters next week. Apparently he's gonna they're currently done for the moment with the franchise. They had to be very, very clear, because let's be honest, this was a franchise no one saw coming. People didn't even think the first one was going to be good. But now they're going hard in the paint, and they've been coming out at a very, I want to say, a fairly decent pace. Because the first one came out in 2000 and I think 2015, 2014, and so we've gotten four movies over damn near the last 10 years. So I think that's actually a really good pace. Now the franchise is gonna be put on ice technically because there still is supposed to be a TV show about a continental hotel that takes place in the universe. And I kind of look forward to that because despite the fact that we're getting up to the fourth movie in this franchise, there's still a whole lot of questions in this universe. And I would love to see them get expanded upon. Like how much
Definitely.
is one gold coin actually worth? Cause I mean, they be passing them off to each other like it ain't no thing. I'm just like I have so many questions. All right, in this week's no, really, David Ayer's Suicide Squad. He says it has ties to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Sometimes artists come to a point in their life where maybe they shouldn't talk so much because no shit, Sherlock. No, you mean that one DCEU movie had connections to the other DCEU movie? Really? Who'd have thought? Hey, Demon, did you put one plus one together?
Is it 1 plus 1? It looked more like 0 plus 0.
Bruh. You have one shit show connected to another shit show that had to make a Snyder cut of the shit show to make it not as shitty, but still a 4 hour long a 4 hour long epic tale.
Like they should have realized when fucking Harry Potter got broken into two parts, and nobody would have sit down that long watched it.
Yeah, but at least Harry Potter took its time telling all of its stories.
It
It,
did. It was
it
just
didn't just
crammed
try
a
and
shit ton of shit into four
slam
hours.
slam 10 what 10 11 people into one film and between these two films, and I'm supposed to care about all of them. It's not gonna happen. uh Jesus. Well, at least they still got uh damn. Okay, you
Real
got
shit.
they
I
got
don't.
they got they got Mark. Yo, there's so many people who are not around anymore in the company. It's kind of like at the end of the Walking Dead after show where they would just X out the people. Let's see. Soldier Boy gone, Will Smith gone, Killer Croc question mark, Captain Boomerang gone, Margot Robbie cool, Henry Cavill gone, Jason Momoa there, Wonder Woman bye, Barry Allen needs to go to prison. Uh, Batfleck,
Hardly.
Batfleck, he's here, but he's not really here, so I'm gonna call him gone. And Ray Fisher got kicked out because of racism. Oh, damn.
Look, I don't want to hear shit else about anything from DC until their new shit comes. Like, stop reminding me of these train wrecks.
Let's move along. Well, funny you say that because James Gunn has stepped up and he said, you know what? I'm gonna write and direct this new Superman movie because he's just like he's like he wants to be the one to officially set the tone. So all right, and I think it's also really funny because just a few years ago He did a movie where he turned child Superman into a menace, Brightburn, where he just ends up he ends up annihilating his parents and then starts to take on the world. So I guess now we're going to see the other side of the coin, where he's supposed to be the symbol of hope.
Yeah, I see how this goes.
Okay, and for some weird reason, Zack Snyder has on his social media has teased some full circle dark side announcement. We're not going to find out more about it until April, to my understanding. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
What is going on? Cause isn't your shit not a part of the fucking?
I don't know. I know that apparently some sort there's some DC projects going on. One is going to be on Amazon, and I think there's something going on with Netflix. This might be that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the air, and I'm very confused. But I'm not gonna lie, I really do want to see Darkseid show up and fold somebody. It's just like you remember in the in the animation the way Darkseid would whoop somebody's ass and then go right back to his hands behind his back.
Disrespectful.
Like Darkseid would fight, but he would never fight like somebody was a threat.
Give you that quick piece up. Just pow, pow, pow. As soon as you just on the ground, he just puts his arms right behind his back and just goes right about his business. Step his ass through the fucking boom tube like nothing happened. Just took a quick detour.
Mm-mm-mm.
He was on
Zack
his way.
Snyder, what the fuck are you like?
He was on his way to do errands. Saw the boom tube, took a quick detour to fold your shit, then took right back to doing his.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm curious to see what's happening here, so I look forward to it. And Quentin Tarantino has finally finished writing his final film, which is going to be titled The Movie Critic, which I assume this is going to be some sort of violent meta commentary on his career. Quentin Tarantino has said since the very beginning he was only going to write and direct 10 films, and he has been planning to stick to that. It does not mean he'll be completely done with Hollywood. He'll still produce films and write a few things. Like, one thing I know for a fact is happening, there's going to be a team up between Jamie Foxx's Django and Zorro. Not sure if it's going to be played by Antonio Banderas, though. Just want to put that out there because it sounds awesome.
It sounds amazing. You said Django, and I just heard it in the fucking song.
Django.
Like, ringing up in the back.
Either way, the soundtrack is definitely going to have some fire to it, because that's like Quentin Tarantino and his movie soundtracks just always be hitting for something, and that's just facts. So, The Last of Us season 1 wrapped up, and I was highly entertained. I enjoyed it. But one of the big consensus for everyone is wasn't a lot of infected. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I think that's what, like, I mean, I'm not sure if that's a good argument or not, because most of the fights when infected are, it's pretty direct. There's really not too much to it. Either you don't make noise, or you make enough noise, but kill them. But either way, season 2 is going to have a lot more infected, and apparently they're going to be taking part 2 of the game and stretching it out to more than one season. So look out for more stories and new stuff. So,
Look, I'm just happy they're not dropping the ball with this one so far.
all right. Meanwhile, shout out to Pedro Pascal, who's literally carrying two streaming services on his back with HBO Max and Disney Plus. This is the way. Yo, Demon, peep this. Peep the landscape right now. You have a dude from a Chilean actor who's currently has two hit shows on two different streaming services, The Mandalorian and The Last of Us.
Hmm.
And in theaters, we have Jonathan Majors, who's hit the box office twice within a month with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Creed 3. And at the Oscars, we had Michelle Yeoh and Ki Hai Kwan win Oscars. Hey man, it's looking good. It's looking good out here for Team Minority. I gotta admit, it's looking real good. It's looking real good out here. I still want Angela Bassett to win her Oscar, but I ain't gonna get angry. We're gonna move forward.
Yes.
James Gunn, he wants to put.
Yes.
He's working on getting Wonder Woman into more animated projects. Someone sounds happy. You happy about that, Demon?
Yeah.
The uh, I would like to see more Wonder Woman projects. I think the last one I remember was Wonder Woman Bloodlines, and it was actually really solid. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I kind of miss Savage Wonder Woman. You know,
Yes. Yes.
I like
Savage the Warrior
it was just like
Princess.
she was like, yeah, I don't know about that jail stuff. I kill mine. It's like, yeah, well, you can't kill Cheetah. For now.
For now.
I keep fuck around. That bitch gonna look real nice in my apartment. It's a carpet.
Oh God, I miss Savage Wonder Woman. No, I can say this. I don't know. I want to see more animated Wonder Woman in more projects. I just don't want to see like more of Themyscira.
Well, too bad of that, buddy.
No,
Too much. Yeah, too much hope there.
I know. That's the only problem. It makes me think of modern day feminism. It makes
And
no
that's where we're
sense.
just gonna no.
It makes my soul shake.
Apparent Magic the Gathering has finally officially had a crossover with Lord of the Rings. There's going to be a few cards coming out. Of course, Gandalf the Grey, one ring to rule them uh, all the fields. It's gonna like, and I mean, it's definitely a long time coming because I mean, there's a lot of shit in Magic that just reminds you of Lord of the Rings. So everything's come full circle. I appreciate it. The fact that we have Stranger Thing, Magic the Gathering cards before we got Lord of the Rings just feels kind of weird.
Yeah.
But hey, the horse finally crossed the fucking finish line. How about that? Elizabeth Olsen, she's actually expecting to get a call to return for Agatha Covenant Chaos, which would make sense since Agatha's whole situation is based on what happened at the very end of WandaVision. Uh, I think Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff is solid. I don't agree with some of the writing choices, but I think her acting has actually been on par. Don't call her Karen. You just gave that look.
Her acting is on par. Don't get me wrong. I love the actress. It's just the character of Wanda Maximoff. She don't sit right.
There you go. Listen, she's been through a lot. Uh, for your
The
anime,
whole world gotta suffer too. That's wild.
for our anime aficionados, Doctor Stone is coming back season 3, April 6th, which that means that is right around the corner. I just recently finished up season 2, and yeah, I'm hype. I don't want to. A lot of folks haven't finished season 2 yet, so I don't want to speak on it. I don't want to throw any spoilers out there. So hopefully you guys are checking it out. It's gonna be amazing. Doctor Stone, little smartass.
It's season 3. Okay, so now that there's 3 seasons, I guess I can start
I'm not even gonna argue your logic there. Okay, so uh, earlier last week, me, Demon Engine, and the rest of the crew, along with a fistful of some other folks we invited, we actually saw the Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods, and I personally really enjoyed it.
binging. It was actually good.
Yes, but right now with the earnings is as it is, it looks like it might be a flop. And here's I have two arguments to why this is happening. One, first and foremost, was not a big marketing push for this movie in comparison to my second reason, Black Adam. Black Adam Black Adam was a shit show. It was a large dry turkey that's not really digestible. It was not a good movie. It was The Rock made it sound like it was a passion project when it ended up just being a vanity project to try and push himself into the center of the DC universe, completely neglecting the source material where Black Adam's main foil is Shazam. And on top of that, like Demon, they really pushed Black Adam. I could not get through a YouTube video without seeing a damn Black Adam advertisement. Could you?
Well, to be fair, I gotta have to look it off. But yeah, I can understand the segment.
Shit, I couldn't scroll through TikTok without a fucking Black Adam ad.
That's how I feel about Raid Shadow.
Oh Lord, but uh but Shazam, I did not see a big push. I've seen maybe a few interviews on late night television, despite having quite a pretty stat cast. I'm not feeling it. I feel like the studio set Shazam up to fail. But just in case if y'all didn't know, James Gunn has already said that Zachary Levi and the Shazam kids are not going anywhere.
That's good. At
Because I'm
least
like, because out of everything happening in the DCEU, Shazam, the first one was solid. It had a few issues. This one had some big improvements over it. Some small little issues here and there. I'll have a review. I'll have a review up soon. But I'm tired of actual good adaptations getting screwed. I feel like it. I feel like it's a large cheat.
you would just say this now. The fact that the Shazam kids ain't going anywhere. Makes the ending of the movie that much more funny.
Yeah, I'm especially that little black girl that turns into Megan Good. She ain't going nowhere.
That
That
makes the ending of that movie that much more funny.
that that kid ain't going nowhere. Now,
Kids looked at Gal Gadot as she was walking off the set. It was like, damn, at least we still got you.
funny story. Come to find out, Gal Gadot's Gal Gadot scenes were filmed separately. She was not even in the same room with them.
Yo, done dirty. That has to be the loneliest part of the movie.
That's crazy.
That's just wild.
It's it's wild out there, but I think
Hollywood,
oh Lord, Hollywood swinging,
Hollywood singing.
Hollywood swinging, Hollywood swinging. Doo, doo, doo. But I think we're actually at the end of it today.
Yup.
Yeah, everyone, that has been the Geek Report. I know we threw a lot at you. I hope you had a good time. I know I had a good time talking about it. I know Demon had a great time talking about it. But seriously, we always want to know what you guys think. Hence, the comment section below. Go nuts. Let us know. We do take a gander, and we do try to reply back when we can. Um, Also, hey, I hope you're subscribed. Are you? Thank you. If not, why not? Hit the subscribe button. Also, hit that like button.
Your left toes.
Huh?
Coming to your left toes. Fucker, y'all better subscribe.
Y'all heard the man. Also, please be sure to check out our store. We've got some amazing goods there. Got to become part of the fuck lag army. But seriously, this has been the Geek Report with Corey Saltshoe Floyd and Demon Engine for Amerime Media. Please take care of yourselves and be well. We'll see.